PMacMovies back for a brand new PMacMovies haul video. This guy's annoying. I'm done already. But I didn't do a haul video this weekend because I did have enough to do one. I guess part of it was I didn't feel like doing one. Part of it was because it was kind of like not enough, I felt like, and I was waiting for packages, and I was frustrated that I wasn't getting the packages. But looky what came. Looky what came. I'm going to show you in just a minute. If you do enjoy my videos, please take a look in the description section for ways that you can help out the channel. I do appreciate the guys who bought some stuff from my recent haul video, or my recent sales video. So I'll be figuring out what sold, and I already got most of them boxed up. I boxed up like 5 orders yesterday. Kimberly stuff I think I need to get set aside, and but pretty good shape. We're in pretty good shape. So I got the stuff boxed out, but I'm working from home here the next 3 days, and then I won't be able to get to the post office Thursday, so they're probably shipping out Friday, and I'll send out like the tracking stuff for the people that bought stuff. But I do appreciate that, and I appreciate any way you guys can help the channel. So I got a box here, and you can see where it's from on the side of it, HamiltonBook.com, which pretty much every month I place an order with them. This was one of their better updates in a while. So it was how many weeks ago was it now? I mean, I think it took about 2 weeks to get this from when it shipped. So, you know, it's not Hamilton Books' fault, but it took a while with, you know, what's going on in the mail stuff. They're just, you know, packages are taking a long time, but which is kind of cool because I've almost totally forgotten what I ordered. So it's kind of a blessing in disguise where it's like, I saw this box and I'm like, holy shit, I ordered that much? And I can't remember everything that I ordered. I remember one because one really stands out to me because it was one that I beat myself up for not getting years ago when it was like a, it came out, a horror movie came out, and then Sony put it out. So I was like, it's going to be around for a while. I'm going to wait for it to drop in price. Apparently it went out of print, and it's quite expensive. But, you know, Hamilton got it. A Canadian version of it or whatever. But, what was I going to say? Yeah, I pretty much forgot kind of what I got. I know there's some out of print stuff. And then there's some other stuff I think I might have added to my order otherwise. Stuff that I was thinking about getting before, and I'm just like, what the heck? You know, the thing is, I wait because a lot of times you'll find this stuff cheaper at Big Lots and Dollar Tree, but the thing is, those are big corporations making a shit ton of money. Hamilton Books is a small company, and sometimes, you know, I'd like to find them at Dollar Tree and stuff like that, but if I'm buying them at Hamilton Book for a few bucks more sometimes, you know, to support a small company, they need it. So I'll spend a few more bucks with them. Maybe they'll end up at Dollar Tree, some of these. Maybe they won't. They pack things up very nicely. They didn't do the... Holy crap, look at this. Okay. So they got things boxed up pretty well. Let's see if I can find them. Holy crap. They really pack things. These are like hidden in here. Alright, so we got, I hope this is a US release. I think it is. We got Hugh Jackman in Front Runner. This is a Sony movie. And like I said, the other one I know that Sony, it's actually the US one that got sent. But I think this is a US one. Yeah, California. So this has the digital code with it, and it's a movie that I don't know that I was super interested in, but it's Hugh Jackman, and it's one that I've never seen cheap, so I went ahead and snagged it. I think it was $5. We'll take a look and see the prices here at the end. Up next, I think this is one that was like, it's either out of print or it's like close to. And this is called The Curious Female here. So this is a Code Red release. Apparently they, it had something to do with Shout Factory too, because Shout Factory's on there. I don't like it when that, look at how high up this is. Like, couldn't they, look at that. Couldn't they have push that down, but it doesn't look like there's any artwork damage or anything. So I read pretty good things about this one, actually, and I think some of these I looked and they sell for quite a bit of money, so I'm like, if I don't want them, I don't like them, I can sell them. Up next, we got Last House on Massacre Street and Wild Little Bunch. This is another Code Red one. These are a bargain from Hamilton Book. I mean, $10. And, you know, I'm looking at what they sell at other places, and a lot of, I think they were like over 20. It's been so long now, I can't remember. Another Sony one, Sony Pictures Classics. I believe this one doesn't have a digital code, but I was interested in it because it has Alicia Vikander from Tomb Raider and Kit Harington from Game of Thrones. It is Testament of Youth. Let's see, a Sony release. Who else is in this? Emily Watson, Taron Egerton. I don't recognize anybody else. Dominic West, Miranda Richardson. It says BBC Films on the back. So, I don't know. Look, I think this was $5 or $6. I figured it was a pretty decent one to get. I tend to like the Sony Pictures Classics line of movies. Up next, we have another Code Red one, The Terror Within 2. And I don't know exactly. I've never seen The Terror Within, as far as I know. But it looks like kind of an action horror movie. Oh, that girl's pretty attractive there. Not bad. I don't know that this got very good reviews, but it looked like for $10, I don't think you're going to be able to get it for a cheaper price. So, if you snooze, you lose on these. Man, they really packed a sucker. Where can I find the movies? Up next, we have a movie called Stigma, another Code Red one. Again, I believe it was about $10. And this has Philip Michael Thomas from Miami Vice. Looks like it's a suspense movie. It says, when trying to help contain the spread of the contagious disease, the doctor realizes there's a lot more to the epidemic that meets the eye, including a major cover-up by the community sheriff. Huh. It says, let's see, arrives at a secluded island community and discovers that there's a deadly germ affecting the town's young, promiscuous residents. Stigma. Sounds like a interesting one. Interesting. Up next, this is one I passed on before, and I don't know what happened to it. It's got some like gunky crap on it. But I actually really like Noomi Rapace, so I went ahead and grabbed this one. Passion. It's called Passion. It's got, I don't know if it's like damaged on the cover there. It's got some sort of residue on it, but you know, Noomi, and this is directed by Brian De Palma, by the way, which I keep forgetting about, but I really like Noomi, and this other girl, let's see, this is Rachel McAdams. I wasn't sure if it was Rachel McAdams or that. There's a couple females that look kind of similar to Rachel McAdams. It's got the red case, too. I'm interested in if it's, the artwork got damaged here, so I'm going to open this up. It's a really nice red case, I'll say that. Yes, the artwork did get damaged. What the heck is up with that? See that there? It's kind of mangled right there. But this sounds like a good movie, so put out by E1, which I figured this would be like a Canadian one, but I think this is a US release. Yes, it is. Little thriller by Brian De Palma. Can't go wrong. Oh, this is the one I've been waiting for. Apparently, this is the Canadian release, or some people were getting the Canadian release. It is 976 Evil with Slippy. This baby went out of print years ago. And like I said, some people were getting the Canadian release, but this says California on it. This I I think this is the U.S. release. 976 Evil. Columbia Pictures Home Video. You know, this is a really nice slipcover. And I couldn't believe it when I saw this on there. And it was one that right away I knew I wanted, because it was only like $10 for one that's going for like $40 online. And years ago, I think this was on sale on the Sony Save Station years ago at Best Buy, and I passed on it. And then I just never found a deal on it. And I don't know if it was out for a little while and it went out of print, or what happened, but I'm really glad to get it. I'm interested to take a look at the digital code and stuff to see. Oh, okay, see, I see now on the front there is the French portion. So apparently this is a Canadian one, I guess. I mean, it's the same stuff as the US release, but probably the digital code may very well not work. Although I've had Canadian ones work before, so I don't know. Up next we have Ken Wall, Judge Reinhold, and John Saxon. And Running Scared here. Another Code Red release. We'll take a look at all the prices I paid for these here in a few minutes. From 1980. That was probably one of the better Code Red ones to me. One of the ones I was more interested in. Then I don't know if I've ever heard of this movie. Tom Hanks and Jackie Gleason in Nothing in Common. I believe this was about $6. Try to get all the Tom Hanks movies. So I decided to go ahead and snag that one. I'd never seen that movie. And then we have The Hills Have Eyes 3, a.k.a. Mind Ripper, which, you know, this is supposed to be a pretty crappy movie, I think. But I was interested in getting it. It has Lance Henriksen and Giovanni Ribisi in it. The government created him. Now they must destroy him. So Wes Craven was an executive producer on it. Joe Gayton directed it. Apparently from '95. Lance Henriksen, although he's good, he's in a lot of crappy movies. They look like Ghostbusters on the back. What the heck else do I have in here? Oh, we got a Olive Films. This was like a pretty affordable Olive Films movie, so I went ahead and got this one. It is Wusa. So Paul Newman, Anthony Perkins is also in this. Man, Olive's got the nice, firm, steady cases. And when you can get these Olives for about $6, you beer yourself. Little Paul Newman. How many more do we got in here? We got a Slippy? Oh, nice. This is another one that I wanted because Noomi Rapace is in it. And this is a Slippy edition. VVS Films, a bunch of these have been at Dollar Trees. This one was a little pricey, $7. But I did decide to go ahead and get Angel of Mine, starring Noomi Rapace, Luke Evans, who I also like, and Ivan Stahovsky, who I also like. Yvonne has been in 24 and Chuck and some other stuff she's been in. She's in that what is that kind of dystopian society show, Handmaiden or something like that? I can't remember. Do we have more in here? All right, we got this one. I don't know if these will be up PMac's alley, but I figured if I don't grab them now and I don't get them, I'm never going to be able to get them. It is Sasquatch and Encounter with the Unknown, narrated by Rod Serling. An incredible journey into the supernatural. I didn't even know Rod Serling had something to do with that. Encounter with the Unknown, 90 minutes. Rod Serling phones in a shocking trilogy of UHF television-level thrills. 2 by air, 1 by sea. Spell curse. Hits 3 frac... Oh, I'm not going to read that whole thing, but interesting. I didn't know Rod Serling had anything to do with it. And Sasquatch. I'm sure that's a great one. Between these two, it's 184 minutes, so it was a beer me. Do I get anything else buried in here? I think this might be the last one. Oh yeah, I did get this. I was back and forth on whether I was going to get it or not. It is a Shout Factory one, and it is Valentine, The Dark Avenger. I read really mixed stuff about this. It's a foreign movie, apparently, Indonesian, and I read really, like, you know, some people just thought it was terrible, some thought it was really fun and entertaining, and I was kind of back and forth, but I did decide to go ahead and get it. It looks like it could be fun, so hopefully it is. Do I have any more hidden in here? It's like a freaking Easter egg hunt. Man. They don't skimp on the packing. I feel like I might forget a movie, but I can't believe I bought that many. Some good stuff in there, though. Let's take a look here at the prices. So Valentine was $5.95. I'll just round these. $6. Woosa was $6. Sasquatch Encounter with the Unknown was $10. Angel of Mine was $7. Last House on Masker Street, Wild Little, whatever it was, $8. Nothing in Common was $6. Testament of Youth was $6. Hills Have Eyes 3 was $10. Terror Within 2 was $10. Curious Female was $10. And Running Scared was $10. Passion was $5. Stigma was $10. Frontrunner was $5. And 976 Evil was $10. So I'm interesting to see now because of that 976 Evil. I don't see any sort of Spanish anything on this one. So I'm assuming this is the US one. And other than this little sticker here, oh, okay, it does have the French on the bottom. Okay. Man, I totally did not see that. But, I mean, this is out of print in the US. Do I really care if it's... The only reason I would care is because of the digital code, so I'm going to have to check that. But this one looks like it's a US one, if you're interested. Alright, so let's get rid of that. So the rest of what I have here... What time is it getting to be? Okay. The rest of what I have here is mostly Shout Factory / Scream Factory going out of print stuff. And I do have a few other things. So first, my buddy Joe Masiello sends me... This was from his... He sent me a birthday and a Christmas gift. Joe Masiello is the man. And he sent me, for Christmas, this 3-pack, which he showed me, he bought it, and I was like, I was interested in it, and he said there was another copy, it had his FYE, so he grabbed it for me. And the cool thing about this is, it's a 3-pack of these Warner movies, but it also comes with an HD code for all 3, which these 3-packs do not usually have. Now, I do have Goodfellas. I think I have a better version. I think they released a better Blu-ray of it. And then Departed, I do have that Blu-ray. But The Aviator has eluded me on Blu-ray for many years. So I did want it. It wasn't one that I wanted really bad or anything. I have it on DVD. It's not necessarily a movie that I would rewatch. But I wanted to have it on Blu-ray, especially when it comes with the code for all 3 of these. So Joe was gracious enough to go over and snag me a copy and send it to me for free. Joe is the man, no doubt about it. Let's take a look at the Scream and Shout Factory ones. These are all going out of print, at least from Shout Factory. I don't know, Kino might get some of them or something. And then I have a few that I got from Zavvi, still waiting on a couple. So from Scream and Shout Factory, I got Narcopolis with slipcover. I believe I talked about this in my most recent reviews video, which barely anybody watches. So I didn't like this movie that much. I was disappointed with it. I thought that it has a lot of really interesting story ideas, but it didn't really develop the characters well enough, in my opinion. And also some cool stuff with the look of the movie and things like that. This one, on the other hand, I did enjoy. I thought this one was pretty good. It is The House That Screamed, and I do recommend this one. This is a good 1970s horror movie set at like an all-girls school. And I like movies set in school. I like the dynamics of it. You get the horror dynamic, and you get like the, you know, the dynamic with the students and everything and what's going on with them. I was entertained by this movie from 1970, 94 minutes. There's an extended version on here for 102 minutes, which is what I watched. And it was a really good one. So I definitely will keep this in the collection and recommend it, although it may be quite pricey now. I think it was only $10 in this sale. This one I believe was $13. It is a double feature with The Hot Spot and Killing Me Softly, which I decided to go ahead and get because I like Don Johnson. I saw Jennifer Connelly was in Hot Spot, and I was like, I'm snagging it. But it's also got Virginia Madsen in it, which she was quite attractive when she was younger. Heather Graham is in Killing Me Softly. Not bad. Not bad at all. Then we got another like indie one called Dementia. This is an IFC Midnight indie one. It's possible that like Dementia and Narcopolis, you know, you end up finding these at Big Lots or something. Or Hamilton Book, things like these might all end up being at Hamilton Book. Who knows? Another one that I think this one was $10. It's one of their 2-packs that they put out. They're both on 1 disc total. The Outing and The Godsend. The Outing is from 1987, 87 minutes. And The Godsend is from 1980, 93 minutes. Both new HD transfers. So we got some like 80s horror. Snag that one up. Another one that's looks like a couple fun ones. We got The Dungeon Master and Eliminators. Both on 1 disc again. But it sounded like this was a better 2-pack than this one based on what I read, like reviews and stuff. It actually sounded like both of these movies are pretty fun. So The Dungeon Master from 1985, 77 minutes. Eliminators is from 86 and 95 minutes. Looks like maybe some Mad Max type of stuff there. Up next we have Bill Paxton in The Vagrant. I believe this was around $10 also. Decided I'd snag that since it's going out of print. And then we have Klaus Kinski in Crawl Space. I believe this one was also 10. Decided to go ahead and snag that one up. This one I believe was only 8. It is I Bury the Living. So this is more of a classic one from 1958, 76 minutes. I heard that Kino's going to be putting this one out. I believe it was $10 in this sale. It is The Producers. Put out by Shout Factory. So this one's going out of print, but then Kino's going to have one that you'll probably be able to get for around the same price. There's apparently some issues with the transfer of this movie. So, I don't know. I don't know a ton about it. I've never owned this movie, though, so I went ahead and snagged it. So this next one is Shout at the Devil, starring Lee Marvin and Roger Moore. I like to get these Roger Moore ones. Now, this one is put out by Timeless Media Group, so I guess it's another offshoot of Shout Factory, or maybe they bought them. I don't know. This is a Blu-ray DVD combo. You got to get yourself some Roger Moore. All right, that is the whole Scream/Shout Factory order. And then I have a few from Zavvi, which I'm still waiting on a couple that are just taking forever. A couple Asian 88 Films ones that I got. I got The Dragon Missile and The Vengeful Beauty. There was a bunch of these ones that were like buy one get one free, or it was buy two for, I think it was 2 for 20 pounds or something like that. And so I tried to pick out the ones that sounded the best, and those were 2 on the list. And then I got Hammer, House of Horror, the UK Blu-ray put out by Network. It also says ITV Studios on the back. So this was apparently a TV show. Star-studded anthology from Horror Films presents 13 unforgettable tales of spine-chilling terror. So this is on 3 discs here. Thought that was pretty cool. Looks like it didn't have a US release, so I snagged it. It was a pretty decent price. I guess it probably ended up being a little bit over 20 bucks or something. And then we got Dirty Harry, Clint Eastwood and Dirty Harry. The Deadpool has never been released in the US, so while it's very easy to get the other 3 on Blu-ray, or the other 4 on Blu-ray, which I do have, Deadpool is not easy to get at all. And I do have these on, I have the DVD set of these, and like I said, I think a couple of them are in a Clint Eastwood collection that I have, and then I might have a couple of them in another collection, but I really wanted them all. I wanted the Deadpool. And to get it individually, I think, you know, you can get it individually from the UK, but it's about the same price, so I figured I'll just go ahead and get the whole box set. I got them all in one set. I do really like these movies. I've seen them all, but it's been a while, so I might actually rewatch these again fairly soon. I think the Deadpool might be the one with, I think it's Liam Neeson. I think Liam Neeson might be in that one. But I'm not 100% sure on that. So that was a cool snag. And Charmy just got home, so I have to go greet her. Let's put the glasses on. But let me know what you guys have been snagging up lately. Let me know what you've gotten from Hamilton Book, Shout Factory. Did you also participate in these sales from these companies? What else do I want to say? I think that's it. So yeah, let me know about any of the movies I snagged up here. Of course, I haven't watched most of them. So let me know what you think, and we will see you next time on PMacMovies. PMacMovies.